let's see, what it would be the polio virus.
Polio?
Polio virus back in the early 50s, late 40s.
Okay.
Late 40s and early 50s. And we didn't know where that was coming from. And where Don went, now this is just before we were married, and then there was another stage came through a little bit later after we were married.
Okay.
A few years later. But the first one hit the rural area where we were, where Don lived at Minneapolis, Kansas there. It seemed to hit the rural area, the farmers, and would get it. And this is what amazed them, because they thought it was coming from the milk. We didn't know what it was coming from, you know. And then Don was working for a mortician there in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm. He's got a story about that.
And they were very limited on the funerals, you know, only families. But there was no distance restriction like they have now, you know. But at the funerals, only the families could come, and nobody could get close to the casket. And he and the two morticians would have to take care of all of it, you know. But Don's good friend, Ivan, you know, the jeweler, he got it. He was working at Wholesome Bakery there, working long hours. And he got overly tired. Seemed like, you know, exhaustion seemed to be hitting that. And he got it, and he was paralyzed, you know, from his waist down then. But he went to jewelry school in Wichita and had a lovely jewelry store out at Plainville, Kansas. And very profitable, because a lot of rich people, old people out there. He made it, and he did my rings. We done my wedding rings and all, you know. But that's
so you did you have to do any stay-at-home orders for no stay-at-home?
There was no restrictions whatsoever. You could go anywhere you wanted to. We didn't know anything about masks or anything. And then when Salk invented the vaccine, I can't remember if it was the liquid first that we drank or the shots. There was two times, you know.
I remember those.
I can't remember which was first.
I remember drinking the liquid.
But I remember I remember the shots. The churches, there's so many churches in downtown Salida within blocks of each other. And they opened their fellowship halls, and you get your shots there. And I can't remember which came first. And then the second round was one or the other. I can't remember if it was the shots first or the liquid that you drank. They give you a little vial cup you drank. And that took care of that. You know, we didn't have it anymore. Now, that's coming back, the form.
Yeah, it is coming back.